happy.
Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant. So, I'm going to get a little passionate. Not angry, passionate. There's a difference. There's times when I get angry. Now, this is a time when I'm going to get passionate. For months now, I have been complaining about gas prices. And people have called in and they've used all the catchphrases that they've been taught and told to use. Short-term pain, long-term gain. It's only going to be for a small amount of time. You drive a Lexus, you should get another car. A guy actually called in when I was complaining about gas prices last week, called in and said, get a second job if you can't afford gas. That's what he told me, get a second job. Nothing about the reason why gas prices are high, just get a second job. Like I'm supposed to go get a second job to pay my bills because gas prices are high, and so I'm just supposed to go get a second job. No, that we shouldn't just not be at war. I should go get a second job, right? And so this is where we are. And so imagine my surprise when I heard the president of all people say that he said in a phone interview with CBS News Monday morning that he aims to suspend the federal gas tax, quote, for a period of time, end quote. I said to myself, oh, good, because the federal gas tax is 18.4 cents per gallon. For gasoline, 18 cents per gallon. Okay, that's cool. I get about 13 gallons in my tank when I fill up. Good, I'll save that money. I'm happy about that. Please do it as soon as possible. But then I thought to myself, wait a minute, Shelley. Is this responsible? But then I thought, well, I don't care if it's responsible or not because I'm paying less money in gas. I need that money. Every little bit helps for me. Maybe you're retired. I don't know what your financial situation is. Mine is I can't afford high gas prices. Period. Full stop. And I'm not going to get a second job to pay for gas. Imagine a gall of someone to tell someone else to get a job to pay for gas. Because the reason why the gas is high is because we went and attacked another country. Because they had nuclear weapons. It's just mind-boggling. But anyway, I digress. So I said to myself, oh, you know what? I'm for this. Responsible or not, I'm for this. Get rid of the federal gas tax. Suspend the federal gas tax. Next Tuesday in Georgia, the governor, in his wisdom, suspended the gas tax here in Georgia. But you know what? We're at a surplus. So you can do it here in Georgia. We got more money than we need. Yay! Because the Republicans here in Georgia are so responsible with the spending that we have more. So you can do something like that. On the other side, the federal government, oh my God, in less than a year and in less than 2 years, they've literally spent $2.1 trillion added to the deficit. $2.1 trillion. That's trillion with a T, not B. Trillion, T. Trillion, $2.1 trillion with a T. Added to the deficit. So I'm thinking to myself, well, we can't suspend the gas tax because what will that do for us? It would save us roughly 18 cents per gallon. That's good for me personally. I love it. But what does it do for the future? What it does for the future is that we're going to have to spend more money down the line for the Highway Trust Fund. And guess where they're going to get that money from? Me, the voter. So you're not really giving me anything by suspending the federal gas tax if you're going to take it back from me later on. But really what baffled me was I'm seeing all my Republican friends cheering for this federal gas tax. Trump is a genius. He's so smart. Suspend the federal gas tax for 18 cents. But these are the same people that told me I need to get a second job because it's only $12 a week. If you can't afford that, Shelley, you don't need to be driving a Lexus. You heard them. They called in and said it to me. So wait a minute. I'm supposed to get a second job to afford higher gas prices. It's only short term. This is what they told me. It's only $12, $13, $14 a week. This is what they told me. Now they're cheering for 18 cents to go away. And that's when I realized today, when I saw this, that this is not policy driven. We're not in a world where people are looking at policies and saying, I agree or disagree. We're literally in a world where, depending on who does the policy, it makes sense. And you know how scary that is to people like me? It's not scary to the people that cheer for it. They don't care. They're not even self-aware enough to know that that's what they're doing. But it's scary for people like me because we're looking around and we're saying, oh my God, we're being ruled by people who are completely ruling me and making decisions on emotion. The emotion of hate or the emotion of undying support and love. And people like me and millions and millions and millions and millions of others are standing in the middle being raked over the coals, literally, because we're being ruled by emotional children and their emotional childish friends. It's the Shelley Winter Show. We'll be right back.